Imagine this. You're scrolling through old photo albums and you stumble upon images that stop you in your tracks. Glossy magazine covers from the 1980s and 1990s. Full-length portraits of actresses whose names sparked gasps and whose faces defined an era. They lit up our screens, owned our memories, and ruled the red carpet with effortless grace. Now fast forward. Today, many of those faces still captivate, some in entirely new ways, some quietly beyond the spotlight. In this video, we're going to travel through time, celebrate 60 of the most beautiful actresses of the 80s and 90s, and look at how they've evolved. Their style, their careers, their lives. You'll recognize the names. You'll remember the unforgettable looks. And by the end, you'll be amazed at how time has transformed them. Sometimes gently, sometimes dramatically. So grab a drink, sneak into the comfort of nostalgia, and let's dive into the glamour, the icons, the transformations. Let's begin with context. The 1980s and 1990s in Hollywood weren't just decades of films and TV shows. They were decades of iconography. Big hair, bold makeup, power shoulders, and glitzy premieres. These decades created stars who became cultural touchstones. Not just for acting, but for style, for presence, for impact. And for many of these women, beauty wasn't just about how they looked. It was a brand, a persona, a visual signature you could spot from half a block away. But time moves forward. The cameras changed. The media changed. And so did they, gracefully or otherwise. Tracking then and now isn't a critique. It's a tribute to longevity, to evolution, to the fact that beauty, like life, moves forward. We'll start with a handful of actresses who epitomized then. Picture classic Hollywood visions of the 80s and early 90s. Women like Michelle Pfeiffer, Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan, Sharon Stone, and Brooke Shields. Back then they were new, bold, bright. Michelle, radiant in Scarface and The Witches of Eastwick. Julia, the cute smile breakout from Pretty Woman. Meg, the girl next door framed for a generation. Sharon, daring and electric in Basic Instinct. Brooke, the poster face of glamour and innocence intertwined. They emerged when film and TV were globalizing, when every premiere was a spectacle, when beauty had a confident swagger that said, "You'll remember me." And we did. Now let's flip into how some of them are now, with a few snapshots. Michelle Pfeiffer, for one, at age mid-60s, still breathtaking, still turning heads, still acting at the highest level. Her recent roles and red carpet appearances land with the same quiet power as her 80s glow. Julia Roberts, often called America's sweetheart, now matures into roles of depth and strength. Her smile still radiates, but the persona carries nuance. Meg Ryan stepped away from the spotlight for years, then returned with a refined presence. The same warmth, transformed. Sharon Stone remains a style icon, her look more refined, less aggressive, but unmistakable. This comparison, then versus now, isn't about better or worse. It's about journey, resilience, reinvention. As we move down our list, we pause at the many actresses who weren't just about blockbuster glamour but embodied cultural shifts. Actresses like Winona Ryder, Helena Bonham Carter, Tilda Swinton. They brought alternative beauty, edgy fashion, and unique charisma. Winona's dark romantic look in Beetlejuice and Heathers gave way to a mature confidence. Helena's eccentric style turned into quiet powerhouse roles. Tilda's androgyny became her signature. Then there were names like Naomi Campbell and Cindy Crawford, supermodels turned film, TV actresses whose faces were everywhere. Their transitions now show how beauty can adapt beyond the leading lady era. And yes, the TV stars matter too. Think of Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, and the early years of Friends. Their beauty was relatable and aspirational. Their then imagery had millions of viewers hungry for more. In the now, they demonstrate longevity. Appearance, yes, but also influence, business acumen, cultural relevance. As we explore further, we must note the global stage. The 80s and 90s weren't just Hollywood. Actresses from Europe, Asia, and other regions influenced global beauty benchmarks. Icons like Monica Bellucci, Gong Li, Claudia Schiffer broke through with distinct styles, language aside. Their transformations now reflect international careers, shifting markets, evolving media. In our then and now journey, we also uncover stories of reinvention. Some actresses slowed down, some moved behind cameras, others shifted into philanthropy. Their looks changed, their roles matured, but the image, the memory, the elegant resonance stayed. Seeing them now isn't about being shocked, it's about recognizing continuity and change. One highlight, Michelle Pfeiffer's archival images. In the 80s, luminous face, voluminous hair, confident gaze. In 2025, silver strand elegance, poised smile, still capturing cameras. A powerful reminder that time doesn't erase presence, it refines it. Similarly, Julia Roberts, the exuberant grin of the 90s replaced by a serene confidence today. What learnings do we take? Beauty evolves. The camera age passes, but the charisma remains. And then, a few more quick names. Sharon Stone, Meg Ryan, Winona Ryder, Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, Kate Winslet, Laura Dern. These actors symbolize the era we are celebrating. Their then frames are engraved in pop culture memory. Their now frames tell stories of growth, of adapting to new roles, new media, new fashion, and new identities. As our video continues in part 2, we'll dive into more specific actresses, uncover surprising transformations, highlight those who transitioned into new careers, and explore how their beauty legacies persist in today's digital age. We'll compare side-by-side images, talk about the cultural impact of each, and reflect on how the notion of beauty itself has shifted from glossy magazines to Instagram, from red carpets to streaming. But for now, sit back and take in this visual time travel. The 1980s and 1990s gave us icons, and here today we honor how they look now. Still influential, still memorable, still part of our collective then and now. Now that we've set the stage with the defining stars of the 1980s and 1990s, let's dive deeper into the heart of nostalgia. The era when cinematic beauty met timeless talent, and every frame seemed to tell a story of its own. The next wave of names are women who didn't just appear on our screens. They changed how audiences perceived glamour, grace, and power. Their transitions from youthful icons to mature legends tell us that beauty never fades, it simply evolves with purpose and presence. Let's start with Demi Moore, one of the most defining faces of the late 80s and early 90s. Back in the day, her name was synonymous with confidence and allure. Think of Ghost, that unforgettable pottery scene with Patrick Swayze. It wasn't just a romantic moment, it was cinematic history. Demi's intensity, emotional range, and sleek beauty made her one of the highest-paid actresses of her time. Fast forward to now, she's gracefully redefined herself. From author to fashion icon, Demi embraces aging naturally while maintaining a timeless magnetism. Her recent appearances at film festivals show she hasn't lost an ounce of the aura that once made her the face of modern Hollywood. Then there's Sandra Bullock, America's down-to-earth sweetheart. In the 90s, she raced into our hearts with speed and held on with While You Were Sleeping. Her charm wasn't just about looks, it was her authenticity, the girl-next-door energy that felt real. Over the years, Sandra has seamlessly transitioned into more complex, mature roles. Her evolution from rom-com favorite to Oscar-winning powerhouse in The Blind Side and Gravity shows a career built not only on beauty, but on reinvention and endurance. Today, at 60, she radiates wisdom, a face the camera still adores, framed now by experience rather than innocence. And of course, Nicole Kidman, the Australian sensation who went from Days of Thunder to Moulin Rouge to Big Little Lies. Her porcelain complexion and ethereal elegance set her apart in the 90s. She was the actress who could be glamorous and unsettling in the same scene. Time has only refined her artistry. Today, she's as much a symbol of creative evolution as she is of beauty. Unafraid to take risks, her features now marked with maturity that tells stories of their own. One cannot talk about the 90s without mentioning Salma Hayek. Her breakout performance in Desperado brought a fiery sensuality to the big screen that audiences hadn't seen before. She carried her Mexican heritage with pride, redefining global standards of beauty. Today, Salma continues to stun at every red carpet event, her charisma undimmed, her career still thriving. The then and now photos of Salma aren't about change, they're about consistency. She's one of those rare stars who seem untouched by time, carrying the same spark that once ignited Hollywood's fascination. We also remember Catherine Zeta-Jones, a vision of grace in The Mask of Zorro in Chicago. In the late 90s, her look was all about classic sophistication, deep red lips, smoky eyes, and a timeless smile. 2 decades later, she maintains that same sense of poise. Whether starring in modern series or attending high-profile events, Catherine's evolution shows how real beauty matures without fading. Her elegance today is rooted in confidence, and her presence commands admiration without effort. Next, let's visit the unique and mysterious aura of Monica Bellucci. In the 90s, she was Italy's gift to the world, the embodiment of European beauty and allure. Her performance in Milena remains a defining moment in cinematic sensuality. And now, in her late 50s, Monica's beauty is profound, regal, poetic, and ageless. She often speaks about embracing the natural flow of time, a sentiment reflected in her calm demeanor and understated elegance.